There are times when I look down, when I look above. Around me, baby. Never forget my baby. No. Yes, motherfucker. I don't know. I don't have nothing out of it. Oh, I didn't know about this. Hold on. Did y'all know about this? Did you know about this?
Cover up to $100 until you get paid next. Only 45% of high school students
called out
feel they're
Alea's
ready
real
for
fun.
college and careers. My son Eli.
What's up, T-Hive? It's your girl, Toxic Diamond, and I have come to spill some tea on you. So I hope you got your bleach, because it's about to spill on the carpet. All right, guys, so Alexis Sky recently revealed the father of her child was not Fetty Wap. After years of speculation, she revealed that Alea Grace's baby, the actual baby father of this child, is this man, Brandon Medford, okay? Now, Brandon Medford, he's a luxury car dealer. She put him in his business on blast. She said that he was a fraud, his business was fraud, and she revealed that he was embarrassed to be the father of a special needs child. She actually said the moment when you thought you was outside, then she goes on to say, the moment you were embarrassed of being the father of your child. Let them know how embarrassed you are of your child because she has special needs. She also wrote that as well. So that was pretty bad. But we did get to see Brandon at the actual first birthday party for Alea Grace, which was pretty good. Now, in a post made by a friend of Alexis's Fetty Wap, of Alexis and Fetty Wap, a blogger named IKEA, a friend alleged that Brandon was absent due to not wanting to deal with Alea's medical condition and special needs. He says Alexis had to bribe this man to buy a car from his dealership in exchange for him stepping up as a father. Allegedly, he did not hold his side of that deal, even though she did buy a $100,000 car from his business and sported it recently on the internet. Here's what the person said. Celebrity car broker Brandon Medford ashamed of daughter Alea Grace because she has special needs. There's a lot that's been going on behind the scenes, but enough is enough. Enough of hiding the truth about Brandon just to spare his image. The cold truth is Alexis and Fetty agreed to tell the world that Fetty was Alea's dad because her sperm donor, Brandon Medford, is ashamed to claim her because she's had special needs. Mm-hmm. Since day one, we've known the truth about Brandon being Lele's father. However, he refused to step up, no doubt, or even claim Alea because of her condition. He repeatedly told Alexis, I will never claim her because she's not regular, and left her in tears on multiple occasions. Thank God Alexis and Fetty Wap are really best friends, and she has her friend King Ike in her corner who's willing to step up and play the fatherly role, even though the biological father or Fetty Wap is not. Till this day, Alexis Sky has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars getting the help and treatment that Alea needs. Brandon hasn't spent $1 on anything for her. Now, fast forward to January 2021, right before Alea's first birthday, Brandon finally agreed to step up only under one condition. The deal was he would step up and be a father to Alea only if Alexis purchased a 2021 Bentley truck through him and his business, SMFH. So only after Alexis spent $100,000 on her new truck did Brandon begin to claim Alea publicly. However, still, 3 months later, he did not see her any more than 10 times. Still haven't spent a nickel or dime on treatment. He antagonizes Alexis often by posting their daughter and leaving Lele out, posting his other daughter and leaving Lele out. I personally told Alexis on many occasions to cut him off completely, but being as to how she wants Lele to have her dad in her life, she keeps trying with this man. Although me and my friend Fetty Wap don't see eye to eye anymore, I commend him on being the person that he is to Lele. He calls her, he sees her often, but he don't post about it. He supports her financially whenever it's needed, and he does everything Brandon doesn't. So unfortunately, this is the sad reality of Alexis, Alea, and Brandon's situation. Child, that is a hot mess. But thank you so much, Ike, the friend to this, to Fetty Wap and Alexis for that insight. Now, this man Brandon has recently been on the internet and he has been saying a lot of stuff about the first moment that he met Alea. Ought to be ashamed. Here that is, guys. Leave comments. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Days after that. And then, how was that? How did you feel? I was shocked first. What? I was shocked. I got pulled out. Like, I know I pulled it out. No, I didn't know. That shit in there. No, fuck that shit. No.
So why do you feel like it took us so long to ask you to take the test?
I don't know. Honestly, that nigga cut around.
Well, she might didn't know.
I don't know. Honestly,
maybe she didn't know how to. Maybe
probably didn't know. I really didn't know. I mean, when you out there, man, it's all right. We out there. We all
so
out.
You was okay. You know what I mean? You was okay. I pregnant. I was
dealing with her.
You was dealing with her, so you was okay. Whatever happened.
Back then, whatever happened. Back then.
I know. Back then.
2017. Right.
Okay.
2017.
Whatever happened. You okay with that? Okay.
Okay. Y'all people who take care of y'all kids, God bless you.
So
people who don't, shame on you for not being that child's life. Shame on you.
Are you stunned, but are you happy? I'm shocked. I'm like, oh shit, only because I had my parents in my life my whole life. So I was born. You know what I'm saying? Never had to find my father or my mother. I was in shock. And then I was actually excited.
And then,
trying to say, to know that I do have a girl in this world. I could become her father. You know what I'm saying? Especially girl. Father figure. That's your first love. Absolutely. So because of that, I was like, wow. Good question. What was the question? She asked me a question. Do you think that my baby is yours? Was that the question? Because I'm looking at my daughter and I'm looking at you and I'm like, damn, well, could it be? Was that the question? No. She asked, like, are you?
Paternity test.
How many niggas you think she asked that?
Oh my God.
That's a question.
So wait, tell me I'm judging?
I have no idea.
No, wait, but so the people from the show made you contact her knowing that she's going to ask you that? No, this is a private conversation.
A private conversation.
Okay.
Right. I'm like, why not? I'm saying that I took it. It takes about a week to come back. No, I don't know. You sure? You don't know shit. So it came back in a week. While we was filming. Wow. So we already filmed that. She on the show. Right. And like 2 days after that.
Wow.
Cash flow. If you own an e-commerce business, you know how much you depend on access to working capital to grow. We're here to help. Payoneer Capital Advance is the ideal cash flow management solution designed specifically for marketplace sellers. Based on your store's recent sales, we'll extend to you an offer of up to 100% of your monthly store value. Holiday season coming up? With Capital Advance, you'll be able to manage inventory effectively so you're prepared for those peak periods. Opportunities need to be grabbed. So what's next for your business? Expanding into new categories, more marketplaces, additional countries, upgrading your operations, or investing in marketing and promotions? Look, we understand e-commerce. That's why we offer you the best terms.
At that one.
Just one click and the money is in your account. Now, in order to leave you with sufficient cash flow to manage your day-to-day, we collect the funds gradually, only as a percentage of your future payments. The more you grow, the more working capital you'll stand to gain. So, what are you waiting for?
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had. With a different kind of money comes a different kind of card. Crypto.com Visa card, powered by crypto. Reserve yours now.
Relationships. We want them, we fear them, and most of us try to figure them out. This is the story of Mallory Bailey Massey, also known as Mab, from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I'm here because I am going through a divorce with my husband of 12 years.
When Mallory was 35, she married 27-year-old basketball player Chris Massey after dating him for only 2 months.
I was in love with my husband. I was very attracted to him. He was perfect, I ain't gonna say perfect, but close.
But after 12 years of marriage, Mallory and Chris have split up and they haven't spoken in months.
I'm really upset because 12 years and you can't call. I need closure.
Lost in pain and confusion, Mallory is trying to figure out what to do now that her marriage is falling apart.
he cut everybody off, not just me. My daughter's hurt. We got married when I think she was 11 years old, so I'm angry. I'm embarrassed. Everything's unresolved.
This is a story about what happens when we go into a relationship with someone else knowing very little about ourselves. I am Young Lavenza.
They ain't lying. She ain't lying about that. Let me turn this up a little bit. She ain't lying about that.
Good morning. How are you? Good. Thank you.
But one thing I will want from this experience is to be able to forgive. How did I forgive him for this? I need closure.
Why are you here?
Well, I've been married for 12 years. And I met my husband and we got married within 2.5 months of dating. He had the potential of being the type of guy that I was actually looking for. I mean,
potential. You know what potential means? How do you define potential?
Almost, but not quite.
You're right. Potential means you ain't doing nothing now. And the only thing you can bank on is what's going on right now. You can't bank on what might happen.
He made me laugh. He was funny. He was gorgeous. I was very attracted to him.
So why didn't you just marry him for that instead of what might happen?
I thought we can just fix. We can work on it together and just fix. I can fix what he needed to be fixed. And if I had anything,
who said he wanted to be fixed?
That's where I made my mistake. There's a few things I didn't like about him when I first married him, but I thought I could change him.
Many women convince themselves that they can change a man to become who they want him to be. By doing so,
that's not the case.
Bypass the step of getting to know their partner in a meaningful way, in part because they haven't made the effort to get to know themselves. And I suspect this is the case with Miss Mallory. It's a common mistake that women make. They manipulate men. That's a clear sign of a controlling person. And it's a clear sign of a problem relationship. So what is the state of your marriage?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I haven't heard from him. We got into an argument.
When was the last time you saw your husband?
5 months ago.
How about the marriage is over?
I mean, he won't respond. He's responded to me a couple of times through email.
Everything you said is about him. You haven't said nothing about you. What's your choice as a woman? What's your position as a woman? What's your desire as a woman?
I filed for the divorce.
So then why are you here?
I'm here because my husband and I, we love each other. He have a few issues. We can work it out.
But again, you're talking about him. What about you?
Well, maybe, okay.
Have you ever shown up in this marriage beyond getting what you want?
I probably was a little controlling. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, the good news is you represent a common mistake that women make. Making a man think they can control in order to get what they want.
They ain't no lie.
When they're not clear about who they are.
Right.
You don't know who the hell you are.
Nope. Still figuring it out.
I agree with that.
I do too.
What you just said to me is crazy, Miss Mallory.
I like the idea, I'll be honest with you, of saying my husband.
Yeah.
This is my husband. This is my wife. I always want to see some.
Yeah.
Complete.
Yeah.
Miss Mallory, do you get that if being with somebody makes you complete, that being alone makes you feel incomplete?
Oh.
Miss Mallory is like hundreds of thousands of other women who don't know who they are.
No.
So finding a partner that complements them is impossible. In order to heal herself, she has to first learn about herself. And that is no easy task. I don't know why you came here. I really don't know. But I know why I'm here. So I'm going to make sure that you are in alignment with my vision, which is for you to be a demonstration
That's how I said, right? With the blue and that work, let's try to
to hundreds of thousands of others of what's possible for a woman who steps out of her hustle and her racket into her true identity. And I know you have your family here to support you. I know your mom's here, your daughter's here, your sister's here. And I really want to invite them to do something I don't think they've done, which is tell you the truth. Because there's no way I could have 3 generations of women, your mom, you, and your daughter, and you still be behaving like this.
Mm-mm.
Miss Mallory places a lot of importance on portraying herself as a woman who is perfectly put together, carefully crafting a facade to hide behind. However, if I am to support Mallory, I need to understand why she is hiding. To do that, I have invited her mother, Miss Barbara, and her sister, Miss Cynthia, for an open and honest dialogue about Mallory's behavior and her patterns, and where they might have come from. I thank you all for being here today. I know you're here to support Mallory. So I'd like to know what you see and hear in terms of why she's here.
Mal really she's always loved the idea of being in a relationship. She always loved the idea of being married.
Why?
She wanted to be a wife. She wanted to be taken care of.
And what do you see, Mom?
Mallory, it seemed like she always wanted someone to be there for her. They just kind of took care of her, you know. She financially.
That's what I know, and I could be very wrong, is what I know is a gold digger.
Well,
isn't that what this called?
That's true.
No.
That's true. I know.
But I don't want to be a gold digger. Because I got my own money. The fuck I want to be a gold digger.
But how do these men and the way they treat her reflect the way her father treated her?
Ooh.
My husband, they were physically and mentally abusive.
Oh.
So
she wanted to be the opposite of that.
For that, because when I got married, I was like, 17? So I didn't even really know the man. 3 months? You don't really know anyone, right?
And are you aware that Mallory married her husband after only knowing him 2.5 months?
Yes, we know, because she went and got married in Vegas without even telling me, and that hurt me. Well, I think one of the reasons why we weren't invited to the wedding is because she didn't want us to
tell her the truth.
Tell her not to get married.
Tell her the truth.
Exactly. If she doesn't want to hear our answer, then she just won't bring it to us. And she just does what she wants to do.
Hold up. That's what's it called. I know that voice anyway. I recognize her.
And then she gets upset.
What does that look like?
That means what that looks like is, she will cut us off for a couple months at a time. Like she will just stop communication.
Oh, you mean like her husband just did her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Where did she learn that? She learned it somewhere.
Well, where did she get it? Not from me, did she? When you get upset, if you don't want to hear something, you become very defensive and you don't want to talk about it, and you will definitely just stop communicating.
Miss Mallory asked for my help because she thought her problems were just in her marriage. But now I understand that there were problems long before she stepped to that altar. There's a family pathology at work here. And if anything is going to change, the entire family will need to own their part in these toxic patterns. Coming up, was your father a safe male figure in your life?
Well, he would whip us if we didn't pick enough up.
He would beat you.
Yes.
I don't think he was ready to get married. Neither were you.
I know that you're upset about what happened, but we can't fall apart over this.
Everything grows. Sometimes together, sometimes apart.
It's not about you not being there, Mom. It's about what she saw, what she felt, what she experienced in her life. So let me just ask you this. Were you safe with the men in your life?
If I had to say something, I would say no.
Okay. Were you safe with your father? Was your father a safe male figure in your life?
Well, he would whip us if we didn't
pick enough cotton. If you didn't pick enough cotton, right, he would beat you. Yes. Hear me. This is not about making anybody look bad. Your sister came to me because she wanted some help in understanding where she was in her life. Right. And one of the things that I'm clear about is that we end up creating and recreating the pathology of the family. And until you break the cycle, break the pattern, you're going to keep doing the same thing. But you got to tell the truth about the pattern. Mama, you got to consider, what did Mallory see? Because you were their demonstration of woman. You were their demonstration of how to be or how not to be. Because it's 3 generations. It's you and Mal, and it's Mal's daughter, and then your daughter. So I think it's critical that we look at these 3 generations and cut the pattern. Well, I guess I kind of repeated my mama's pattern. Yeah, I was concerned. I saw my mama treated badly, and she worked so hard. So that's what you saw. That's what I saw. What did you create? What did you marry? Abuse me. Okay, so I have homework for y'all. This is called a Mallory inventory. Oh my goodness. And it's really an opportunity for you to tell a deeper level of truth. What I want to do is support you and prepare you to give Mallory this level of feedback so that A, you get accustomed to sharing with her what you see, feel, sense, know, and she gets accustomed to hearing it. Because just like you don't know how to tell it, I don't think she know how to hear it. Bailey women have fallen victim to a family pathology, a pattern of seeking partners who mistreat them. But my work here is to interrupt that pattern, hopefully, before it affects Mallory's daughter, Miss Madison. I've talked to your mom, I've talked to your grandma and your auntie. I wanted to talk to you to kind of get your sense of what's going on. Okay. With your mom, what you see, what you know. More specifically, what you haven't said. And looking at the pathology, because I want to know what you see. I want to know what you're looking up to. Okay. What's your experience of what's going on? When the separation happened, I feel like there was a lot of blame being pointed at. The separation happened between who? My parents, my mom and Chris. Okay. And do you consider him to be your stepdad? Yes. Okay. Yes, very much so. We were very close, and always considered him, a father to me, because really, he's been in my life since I was 10, 11 years old. I asked your mother and your grandma and your auntie, tell me what you saw. What I saw was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of disrespect. I'm not gonna lie, my mom can hit below the belt. So most times. Your mother? Yeah. Can hit below the belt. What do you mean? When she's hurt, she doesn't know how to express her feelings, so she lashes out. I just want her to take responsibility for her role in everything and not just play the blame game and make it seem like it was just all on Chris, because honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't all on Chris. What does that mean? I feel like she was appreciative towards him. And I think that's something that really hurt his feelings. Not every man is going to come in, take care of you, your child, buy your child a car, send your child to college, make sure, he's done all this stuff. And I feel like you can't discredit him for that, no matter what y'all's relationship is now. Is your mother selfish? Maybe just towards Chris, but for the most part, I've seen her, she'd give her right arm for anyone, really. I just know that there's a principle in life called, if you do it anywhere, you do it everywhere. Okay. She's unappreciative of him. Chances are she displays that same quality towards A, herself, and B, everybody else, in one form or another. I can understand that. The biggest thing I see in this lineage of women is you don't tell each other the truth and you don't recognize the truth. I think that you make up stuff up here and tell yourself it's true and don't look beyond that and you miss something more than your mother. This is for you. There's a generational pattern going on here. And we got to call it what it is so that you get to make some clear, conscious choices. Okay. This entire family, from youngest to oldest, must learn to speak openly and honestly with each other. Only then will they recognize all aspects of the toxic pathology instead of hiding behind it, as Miss Mallory has said.
Wait, I missed it.
This is called a Mallory inventory. Okay. And if anything is going to change, the entire family will need to own their part in these toxic patterns. Coming up, is your father a safe male figure in your life?
No.
Big enough cotton. He would beat you. Yes. I don't think he was ready to be married. Neither were you. It's not about you not being there, Mom. It's about what she saw, what she felt, what she experienced in her life. So let me just ask you this. Were you safe with the men in your life? If I have to say something, I will say that. Okay. Were you safe with your father? Was your father a safe male figure in your life?
No.
Let's see, we didn't pick enough cotton. If you didn't pick enough cotton, right, he would beat you. Yes. Hear me. This is not about making anybody look bad. Your sister came to me because she wanted some help in understanding where she was in her life. Right. And one of the things that I'm clear about is that we end up creating and recreating the pathology of the family. And until you break the cycle, break the pattern, you're going to keep doing the same thing. But you got to tell the truth about the pattern. Mama, you got to consider, what did Mallory see? Because you were their demonstration of woman. You were their demonstration of how to be or how not to be. Because it's 3 generations. It's you and Mal, and it's Mal's daughter, and then your daughter. So I think it's critical that we look at these 3 generations and cut the pattern. Well, I guess I kind of repeated my mama's pattern. Yeah, I was I saw my mama treated badly, and she worked so hard. So that's what you saw. That's what I said. I'm the opposite. Worked so hard and time. Abuse me. Okay, so I have homework for y'all. This is called a Mallory inventory. And it's really an opportunity for you to tell a deeper level of truth. What I want to do is support you and prepare you to give Mallory this level of feedback so that A, you get accustomed to telling, sharing with her what you see, feel, sense, know, and she gets accustomed to hearing it. Because just like you don't know how to tell it, I don't think she know how to hear it. The Bailey women have fallen victim to a family pathology, a pattern of seeking partners who mistreat them. But my work here is to interrupt that pattern, hopefully, before it affects Mallory's daughter, Miss Madison. I've talked to your mom, I've talked to your grandma and your auntie. I wanted to talk to you to kind of get your sense of what's going on. Okay. With your mom, what you see, what you know. More specifically, what you haven't said. And looking at the pathology, because I want to know what you've seen. I want to know what you're looking up to. Okay. What's your experience of what's going on? When the separation happened, I feel like there was a lot of blame being pointed at the separation happened between who? My parents, my mom and Chris. Okay. And do you consider him to be your stepdad? Yes. Okay. Yes, very much so. We're very close, and I always considered him, a father to me. Cause really, he's been in my life since I was 10, 11 years old. I asked your mother and your grandma and your auntie, tell me what you saw what I saw was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of disrespect. I'm not gonna lie, my mom can hit below the belt. So most times. Your mother? Yes. Can hit below the belt. What do you mean? When she's hurt, she doesn't know how to express her feelings, so she lashes out. I just want her to take responsibility for her role in everything and not just play the blame game and make it seem like it was just all on Chris, because honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't all on Chris. What does that mean? I feel like she was appreciative towards him. And I think that's something that really hurt his feelings. Not every man is going to come in, take care of you, your child, buy your child a car, send your child to college, make sure, he's done all this stuff. And I feel like you can't discredit him for that, no matter what.
And the mother was acting too crazy. I wish I would.
Is your mother selfish?
Yes.
Maybe just towards Chris, but for the most part, I've seen her, she give her right arm for anyone, really. I just know that there's a principle in life called, if you do it anywhere, you do it everywhere. Okay. She's unappreciative of him. Chances are she displays that same quality towards A, herself, and B, everybody else, in one form or another. I can understand that. The biggest thing I see in this lineage of women is y'all don't tell each other the truth and you don't recognize the truth. I think that you make up stuff up here and tell yourself it's true and don't look beyond that, and you miss something more than your mother. This is for you. There's a generational pattern going on here. And we got to call it what it is so that you get to make some clear, conscious choices. Okay. This entire family, from youngest to oldest, must learn to speak openly and honestly with each other. Only then will they recognize all aspects of the toxic pathology instead of hiding behind it, as Miss Mallory has done. This is called a Mallory inventory. Okay. Now you take an inventory and you report what you see. It's done from the perspective of you're in her shoes. Oh, okay. And you're looking at her life and her world from her shoes, knowing what you know. Okay. Show up for your mother in a way that you would want somebody to show up for you. Okay. That work is very important. Because it's not just doing that work. I want to support you in being able to communicate it to her. Okay. And support her in learning how to hear it. Right. So that when you leave here, she has a new experience coming up. Why would you let somebody do this to you? I don't know why I belong. I want you to breathe into your heart. Come on, you move. Talk to me about when it started. It's okay. It's okay. She's not going to be mad. Tell you the truth. Speak your truth. Well, I feel like I had my life until I started the show.
Yeah. Everything changed.
Any new awarenesses, understandings, anything come to you? I feel like I've definitely made some mistakes. I feel like I haven't allowed myself to be honest with the whole situation. Really? Why is that? I try to control the situation before it happens. If I see something that might possibly be about to go wrong, then I try to fix it. So I need to stop doing that. And I do that with other people too that I meet. But you're making this about your husband not doing what you wanted to do. You married a man that you only knew for 2 months. A man who was 8 years your junior. You married a man who, according to you, had nothing. And you,
she was so mad at me for that. I was like, well, you fucking first. The fuck was I supposed to do after you left? Exactly. She didn't set a good example for me. What was I supposed to do after she left the house?
But you're not owning your role in it. I don't think he was ready to get married. Neither were you. You keep talking about him. But he ain't here. You here. But why?